What's going on, everybody? RCA Studio 284 here. Now, I've been meaning to talk about this one for a while now. I have here Choukousenki Kikaioh. This is Tech Romancer. It's just the Japanese version of Tech Romancer. Now, I favor the artwork for this game just way more over the United States version. I don't know why the United States versions of games get the crappier artwork when, this is just very epic, very awesome. I love the way this robot looks with the little star on his chest and stuff. It's very cool. Yeah, this is robot fighting, and I just mentioned with my Third Strike review about my top 5 fighting games, and this has to be like number 6. It's definitely top 10 material. It's in the I don't know. I like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but it's kind of this one's kind of a little bit more safe. You don't hear people talking about this one as much, and I don't know why. I feel like I have to kind of be in the corner of this game. I gotta be, the dog in the fight for Tech Romancer. It's got a cool name. I just was thinking about Star Wars, and how that Solo movie has that Therm Scissor Punch, and how dumb that name is. And, Tech Romancer sounds amazing. But Therm Scissor Punch sounds like something a 5-year-old came up with. But yeah, this is robot stuff. I like big mechs and robots and stuff. And, like Mecha Godzilla. When Mecha Godzilla has to fight regular Godzilla or something. That's always really cool. And this has a really cool art style and everything. Yeah, it's just kind of, buildings and smashing buildings and stuff like that. This kind of appeals to the Godzilla fans out there. And what can I say? It just looks really immense. It's a Capcom fighter, so it's going to be, upper echelon type stuff, top tier stuff. And I don't know, it's just, it kind of irks me that people are not talking about Tech Romancer like they should. The Dreamcast has so many good fighting games that this one kind of gets lost in the mix. And that's kind of a tragedy. But it's okay. The Dreamcast was short-lived, and it wasn't a marketable success. People, it slipped by everybody's radar and everything. But hardcore fans and collectors alike, we're talking about Tech Romancer. We're talking about some of these games, Plasma Sword and Project Justice and stuff. There's some really good fighters on the Dreamcast, and it's about time we talk about Tech Romancer. So without further ado, let's talk about Tech Romancer. Yeah, it just kind of baffles me why people don't really talk about this game, let alone play it, I guess. Let's see. That has to be one-player mode. That's multiplayer. I don't know what that is. That's saving. That's controller configuration, I'm sure. What is this? Oh, okay. That's how many lives you got and whatnot. I'm not going to mess with it. The American version is better because of the language barrier, right? But I just like the artwork. I had to get my hands on this, and I got lucky with this one. It was like 25, 30 bucks. That's actually considered pretty good. Prices are going up for these type games, but people are not after Techromancer like they are Project Justice. I am not 100% sure, but this might be an early release fighting game or a later release fighting game. I don't know 100%. I'm too curious to see what this is. That's a weird little symbol, isn't it? It's like a little spaceship. Oh, it's a VMU minigame. How cool is that? I bet you it's on one of those little burnt games that you can get. You can go to the isozone.com. It used to be the dcisozone.com, but it is theisozone.com, and you can burn discs. You can probably burn a copy of Techromancer, no problem, right? But you can get a little VMU minigame disc that you can burn, and it has a lot of these already. And you might be able to download. Okay, I might not have enough memory on my card. You need 128 blocks, and I got like Sakura Wars and stuff on this memory card. I have I've deleted some memory from some other game that we reviewed. Oh yeah, Super Robot Wars Alpha. I deleted it because I'm not going to play that game ever again. Kind of glad I got some of these reviews out of the way. Yeah, but you can download little mini games and stuff. All you need is 2 CR2032 watch batteries and to put them into the back of your VMU using a plus head Phillips head screwdriver. Alright, let's just do one-player arcade. Capcom made so many great games. That's the main guy, and I'm just going to be him because I really like his little front plate armor with that star. It's just, I don't know what any of this means. That was default. I'm just going to stick with default, I guess. I know it's pink, but what can you do? That's such a cool little star in the front of that guy's chest plate. I just can't get over it. Yeah, I took a picture of the manual of this little... I didn't know what this was, but it looks like a villain. So cool. I love the colors. Look at the orange and stuff. The orange, the blue. I got some Eiffel Tower business. I know some people who like Eiffel Towers, but it's just a big phallic symbol. That's all it is. The elites, you know, the obelisks, the Washington Monument and all that stuff. It's all Masonic... you know, phallic worship. How messed up is that? But it's the truth. That's what goes on. Yeah, you can like shoot stuff out of your chest and stuff. I'm just button mashing. You know how we do. Oh man, I love how the camera kind of zooms in when you're punching and whatnot. You can pick up little items. This makes me think of Power Rangers so much. I never really was a Power Rangers fan. Back when Power Rangers was going on, and people were very vocal about Power Rangers at the time, I really just acted like it didn't exist. I was very selective about what I exposed myself to, you know, when it comes to media and stuff. So I just ignored it. I did the same thing with Barney. That wasn't a part of my reality. That's not anything that I really accepted. You know, I never really accepted, you know, Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and stuff. I was talking about that briefly. This is a very weird looking alien, isn't it? It's got that Saturn ring over its head. It's very odd. It makes me think of some of the enemies in Phantasy Star Online. There's this in the forest levels of Phantasy Star Online. There's a little bug monster. This is so cool, man. I'm shooting lasers and stuff. This is great. I think you lose items when you get hit, but you can reclaim them. Yeah, this is so odd and weird and cool. I guess it looks a lot like other fighters, but it's different and the same enough where
people don't talk about it, and I don't get it because I'm having fun. This is a lot better than Virtua On with the twin sticks, you know, and it's kind of got the best of all kinds of worlds. Like, I've been playing a lot of those visual novel games, like Macross. Well, Macross is not a visual novel game, but it's got that art style, that anime style and everything. It's just like a bunch of people out playing, you know, driving, flying these big old airplanes and stuff, and just like, you know, futuristic outer space type deals. That anime style and everything. It's just like this has good anime style, good robot mech style, good gameplay. It has a lot of good elements, and I like it. I'm trying to play somebody that I don't normally play at. I never play as these people, really. Let's see what that's all about. But yeah, sometimes you just want to just dive into a good game, and this is a good just game to pick up and play. This is great fun with people. I've played it briefly with people. I rarely have the chance to play with people like I want to. I do not think this is an online game. It's not. Most games aren't on the Dreamcast, right? I like that there's a little story. The American version is going to be better, but the language barrier is not that big of a deal because I'm playing the game, you know. When I was playing Revive, I was just like, wow, I didn't know what to do. And I said sorry for that review as I was reviewing it, and I would like to apologize one more time for Revive. But I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's gone. I get such a sense of satisfaction after I upload those videos. You guys, like, you know, I just really like what I'm doing with my channel. I'm reviewing all the games that I got, and it's exhilarating, it's fun, it's great. I was thinking about just like going a whole week reviewing the worst games and just getting a bunch of the worst games out of the way, so I don't have to like look at my games collection and just like be like, oh man, really? Because when I was doing Revive and Outrigger, I was not really enthusiastic at all. And I'm on the fence. I want to review good games, but hey, I did something. Oh man, dude canceled my little special. But yeah, I want to review good games, but I also want to keep good games for future episodes, so I don't, you know, I don't want to talk about all my good games and then have nothing but bad games to talk about later on. But I think it would be funny and cool to just like go a whole solid week with nothing but bad reviews. But I'm going in order with the NTSC games, and I can't really control. I should have done that when I was going over the sports games. I should have just I don't know. I was trying to. That was a rough time. All of those sports games, I was just like, hey, I'm so proud of myself for just getting through it. It literally, doing these reviews is easy. All I have to do is just point the camera at the screen, start talking, and then edit it later and take pictures and overlay those pictures and stuff, and just, you know, talk. And I don't know, I'm just kind of sharing these games because these games are great. I didn't have this as a kid or anything. I didn't really play it. I don't know, like the controls are kind of hard. I didn't pick the right character because obviously I'm not good as this guy. But yeah, I want to try to get into Arcade 6 and get into fighting games more. I like fighting games as well. I know Retro Game Bookcase Reviews, he loves fighting games, but I was just thinking about it, like, who doesn't really? I mean, everybody loves fighting games, and everybody loves puzzle games too. They're just very easy to love, you know? Hey, if you just go over to where some of the buildings are, you can get power-ups. Yeah, this guy is obliterating me. It's cool how you blow up, though. I might as well just go ahead and try to blow up. He's pretty much got me. Come on, man. Do a Hail Mary. We need justice. Project Justice. Made a little, Oh, I was going to make another pun. I was like, I'm not sure if I'm in the frame. Frame gride, you know? Sometimes I'm not so sure about these projects. Justice. Yeah. See, look. I love the colors, and I love how there's so much stuff going on. Capcom is really the king of frenetic fighters, where there's so much happening on the screen where you kind of feel overwhelmed, but it's also cool at the same time, and it makes you want to go another round just because it was just kind of a sensory overload. You know, I hit start for some reason when I should have let it go. Oh, never mind. I can pick my own character. Typically, the girl fighters are better. Hey, this is like a whole fleet. It's like 5 people, 6 people. I refuse to be children, and I refuse to be some woman with a heart-shaped visor. That is lame. This guy looks cool, but I don't remember him being particularly good. That guy was good. Wait a minute. Oh, kind of reminds me of I'm gonna be these people, but there's a Capcom person named I don't know. I'll use it on the overlay. It's Jontron or Tron Bon. Tron Bon, not Jontron. Jontron's a whole different YouTuber. He's hilarious. I recommend his stuff. I can tell he's kind of burned out putting up his stuff, Jontron, because some of his later reviews is like, hey, I don't even want to talk about games and stuff. It's just like whatever, you know. And he's like talking about pop culture stuff, and it's like, you know, hey, he still passes stuff off as funny even though he's just not into it as much. See, he's like just kind of making himself do it, kind of like what I'm doing. Oh man, I love this looking mech. He just looks like a military grade tank, you know what I mean? Just looks like some old school. Alright, how do I shoot I want to shoot a big old laser. Oh, look at the stage and everything. It looks great. I love this ice stage. It looks grainy. It looks like an old VHS tape of some old war movie that your dad probably likes. You know, I was thinking about that. You know, hey man, maybe old men aren't as stupid as we think they are. Like, we're like, oh man, whatever, war movies. Some war movies are cool. Sometimes some of that testosterone-laden stuff is cool. Like, I don't know about John Wayne. I think I draw the line when it comes to John Wayne movies, but like old war movies, there are some good war movies, man. I guess you just got to get in the mindset with it. You know, I remember liking some movie, like Hunt for Red October is a solid movie. You know, that's a classic. I might want to check into some of these certified classic movies, because, you know, that's back when men were men, and I'm like trying to watch more like old Mel Gibson movies. And, you know, I've never seen Predator, but I've seen the first Predator a couple months ago, and I have Predator 2 on DVD, and I want to check that out. I got the Lethal Weapons on VHS, and they're on Netflix right now. I'm just talking about everything, but yeah, I need to talk about this game eventually. I love the look. I love the character. I love the design. I'm not particularly good with it, but I don't know. I'm always leaning on just giving straight 10s to these games, and I want to give it a 10. I just do. It looks better than Plasma Sword, and I gave Plasma Sword a 10 just because it's a favorite. And hey, if it's a favorite game, I might as well give it a 10. Why not? This is just a great little game, and it's got a little story and everything. It's got a little bit of language barrier. Maybe I should give it like a 9.5, but it's the same. I can just say, hey, I recommend the American version. It's the same. It's the same. You can get past the language barrier just by toggling the menus and whatever. You know, this isn't hard to navigate. This is Tech Romancer. Great stage level design. Interesting stuff happening, even though you can't understand it. That's insane. Might want to lay back on the LSD Dream Emulator. Cigar Chomper. I like this team because I like the way that robot looks. It's channeling the inner. I don't know. Like, my dad used to really like MASH. He used to wear a bomber jacket, and I'm to the point where I think bomber jackets are kind of cool. You know, my styles and sensibilities have changed. I love the lighting, the sun, just robots. It's like futuristic. It's just tons of explosions. I love it. This is a guy game, you know. I'm ranting and raving over Tech Romancer, and I think that this definitely deserves a 10 out of 10, and it would just be great fun with people. Just like watch an old war movie that's like a good war movie, and then play this game, and then go out and play some football, and just be a dude, you know? No more talking about feelings. Yeah, yeah. We're not talking about feelings. And then you go to Hooters. Maybe not Hooters. There's better places to go. But yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I miss camping trips and just bullshitting with my friends. You know, I know I try not to cuss and stuff, but I don't know, man. I love this. This is great. Man, even though I'm not doing good, if I still want to rate it a 10, that's a sign of quality. Gets the Dreamcast 84 seal of approval. Okay, can I jump? Is there a way I can jump? Okay, I'm sideswiping, which is working because the computer hadn't caught on to my sideswiping yet. My sideswiping abilities. I'm gonna T-bone this guy. If I can I charge? Can I get closer to the guy? It's like I'm not close enough to melee or whatever I gotta do. Anyway. Yeah. 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching. You're awesome. Oh, yeah, and feel free to subscribe and thumbs up and comment. I feel like if I mention that, more people might comment. And that's cool, because I'm trying to reply to some of my comments. I've been hearting some of my recent comments, but I guess you guys know that I read your stuff. Thanks for watching again. Y'all have a good one.